Meteor storm inbound.
Well, this is not looking good. Understatement of the century, I realise, but that meteor storm appears to have completely destroyed our base. Welcome to Space Engineers. This is episode 1 of the Martian Chronicles, where we are attempting to escape from Mars. And as much as I would love to say I'm going to use my botany skills to defeat Mars, on this occasion I don't think botany skills will be enough.
Yeah.
So before we connect back to the base, I think it's time we go and see how bad the situation is inside. At the moment, our rover is going to have to be our, I guess you could say, lifeboat as we try and survive this. So, yeah, that is not looking particularly airtight. Plants, they're not looking great either. I've got my handy welder. Okay. Well, we still seem to have some power. Oh, but we have lost all air tightness. This is not looking like a good situation to be in here. Oh yeah, that roof's gone. Both layers.
You know, there's a big hole in the roof. Sorry.
Oh no. Oh dear, our medical center is not looking good. We are going to have to find a way to repair this. Alright, for the meantime, let's pick up this scrap metal we've got in the area. We do not have any resources, as you can see, other than the scrap we've just picked up. Let's see what else is left in the base. Oof. Alright, bedroom's not looking good, but we appear to have a oxygen tank intact. It's a good start. What about the bath? Oh yeah, the bathroom's airtight. I don't know if that's any use to us, but it's there.
Toilet! Toilet!
Okay, we've appeared to have lost, the back part of our base quite badly as well. What about the, oh, that's looking pretty bad. Dear me. Okay. Well, the research center is gone. Somehow it looks like this corner's survived intact with our event controller and programmable block, which is looking after the doors. But everything looks... Oh, the fish has survived. That's, silver linings.
Fish are friends, not food.
Oh, okay. All may not be lost. We do appear to have some materials left over from our team in the cargo container, along with our resource racks as well. So that does mean it's going to be a bit of a rebuilding thing, and the first thing we need to get sorted before any of this is realistically a location to respawn. So let's go see what we need to respawn. We do not have any assemblers. We do not appear to have anything that we can use to build or refine resources, so we are going to be starting out from zero here. We have quite a laundry list here. We do not have enough medical components to repair our medical room. So the question is, do we potentially have enough to make a small survival container on the rover? Okay, survival kit. We need 3 medical components, 1 display. Okay, fantastic. We have enough for our survival kit. That's got us off to a good start. Now, if you haven't played Space Engineers before, this is a game, as you might have guessed, about building in a sandbox universe with different elements. You can go out and you can cut things down, or you can even mine resources and refine them. So let's get our oxygen, which is in the bottom left corner, and power resources back. Oxygen doesn't look like it is refilling. That could be a concern. Let's jump into our terminal, into control panel, and see what we do have available to us. Survival kit is on and running. Production-wise, survival kit is all we have. Realistically, what we need is a couple oxygen tanks. So let's go have a look in that big container and see if there was anything left that we might be able to use. Okay, we have 2 oxygen tanks in the facility. They still appear to be full, so they appear to have survived the impact. This is an O2H2 generator. Helpful. Let's take that ice. And of course, the connection has been broken from here out to the rover. Well, I think for now, priority is going to be making sure we can get the rover working safely. Oh, an oxygen bottle. Can I access it? I cannot, but I can put the ice over there. That's because that is considered a large item. Can I get to it through here? Oh, it looks like we might have some resources on here. But to get to the O2H2 generator, I need to have a large conveyor vent. Oh, that's going to cause problems, isn't it? Okay. First thing we'll do, much to my chagrin, is we're going to cut down the survival kit. Let's get our oxygen bottle out and rebuild our survival kit and connect it to the O2H2 generator. The next thing we probably want to do is create a hydrogen tank. Now, it's probably not the best idea to block that large connector if we can avoid it. So, we probably want to get a conveyor converter. And that'll take the large conveyor shape down to the smaller one. And conveniently has some of these to line up to it. We need to remove that first. Now, this is probably not going to help me in the long run. And we do not have any interior plate, apparently. Oh, no, we do. There we go. But we're short on a couple of motors. Okay. Where can we get some motors from? Probably those broken airlock doors over on this side of the building. Yep. 4 motors. A couple of bits of steel plate. Unfortunately, I think this airlock is probably well beyond saving at this point with the limited resources we have. Which is a shame, but that do be the way of the survivalist. Let's get some conveyor parts. It makes it very difficult not having the hydrogen fuel, but we can use this to fit in our little hydrogen tank. Okay, oxygen is dropping, but we have our bottle, as you can see by the little icon above it. And this should hopefully start filling with hydrogen as the O2H2 generator starts working. Short of 1 motor for that, but that is not the end of the world for this. Alright, let's jump in, have a look. Can we recuperate our hydrogen? Not yet by the looks of it. But if we drop ice in here, O2H2 generator, I bet you it's off. I bet you that it is off. O2H2 generator, the block is toggled off. Perfect. At least we didn't put it on and waste it. So, we should have an oxygen tank. Let's double check. Tanks. Small hydrogen tank, no oxygen tank on board. Okay, so that's definitely going to be important. We do have the oxygen tank on the base, so maybe we can make use of that. And yes, I am aware how crooked my park job is, but right now survivability obviously is going to be a bit more important. Oxygen tank, you are a chunky one, aren't you? Okay, where can we fit you? We could probably repurpose this one here to a multiple direction connector. Good old conveyor friend. This is not going to be the most beautiful vehicle, but as we've discussed, surviving right now is going to be much more important than the aesthetic. Okay, curve it, turn it to the left. Alright, large steel tubes, computers, and steel plates. Where can we scavenge those from? All components. Oh, okay, we might be good. For those wondering how I'm doing this, I'm using what's called the build planner. Shift right click lets you add that to the build planner. And then the build, when you go up to a cargo container, you can press the middle mouse button and it will attempt to withdraw the components from anything connected to that grid. And you can find your build planner in here. Alright, we'll connect it up. It is absolutely hideous. I hate it, but we're going to work with it. Alright, let us turn on our oxygen generator. See if we can get a... Oh, there's our hydrogen filled up. Fantastic news. Okay, one of many steps to survive here. The next issue is probably going to be for power. So, let's have a look at how we're generating power. Do we have small reactor, our RTG? It is intact, it is on, it is producing energy. It's using uranium ingots. So, let's have a look at inventory. We've got a little bit of uranium left. Okay, what about our batteries? Okay, fully depleted in 12 days. 12 days. Those are the ones that are on the rover. Internally, the batteries are still recharging, but probably because of our reactor. We don't want that to go to waste. That'll probably be run out of fuel 19 hours. So let's toggle the block off, see what else we can come up with as a solution. So we did have a lovely solar farm over here that was connected to the grid. I don't know if any of it is still working. Let's see. Okay, well, that's getting sunlight, but it's not connected to anything, so that's not going to help us too much. Are we still connected? We very well might be. No, it's not. Okay, so we are able to get solar power, but the solar panels are not connected to anything for us to use. I think that means we're going to have to come up with a plan for a new solar grid. I'm worried this is going to fall on me. Whoop. There we go. We got hydrogen, we got oxygen, so power now needs to be our priority. We have somewhere to heal ourselves and to respawn. Whether or not that will be enough, we'll have to see. We're also going to have to, at some point, set up a way to refine the resources we have, at least. So turning all of these pieces of scrap metal into usable metal again. We're not going to be able to reattach that, so we are going to have to rebuild it. Hopefully we are not going to have any more issues with meteor storms, but apparently where we are, they're quite a rare event. By which I mean I used it just for the setup of the story and I've turned them off in settings. And we're not going to go crazy and have 2 full solar kits, not yet at least. And because this is Mars, as you noticed in the bottom of the screen, we do not have oxygen or any air we can use in the immediate area. So we are going to have to be careful with our resources and what we have available to us. So we can't go and be wasteful and use, say, a hydrogen engine straight away until we find a good source of ice. So that means we're going to need to rely on solar power for now. So it's time we get this solar farm rebuilt. Alrighty, now that our solar array is back up and running, it's probably time we sort out the issues we have with the base, the first being the conveyor system, so we can actually access our resources easily instead of having to manually transfer everything between boxes. This is going to get our main cargo container hooked into the rest of the network, meaning that we'll be able to access all of these lovely resources from the vehicle. So I'm not going to have to keep coming inside for it. An unknown signal is coming down. It's only 2 kilometers away. Well, the weather's certainly looking better, so maybe we should go have a look. Oh, it mightn't even be that far away. Oh, that's close. Wow, that's a much smaller box than I thought it would be. Is that platinum? Are you for real? No way did I just get some platinum. Or I did. Okay. I guess I should probably stop the beeping. Let's press the button. Let's see what we get. Kids' pajamas helmet. Okay then.
New pajama bottoms? You know it.
We've got a small battery in there. Ah, there we go. Small cargo container. Some space bucks and some interior plates. Nothing wrong with some space bucks. Now, I can't remember if I've got the mod on, but normally I play with the mod which lets us get back battery cells, because I find you can get battery cells back in real life. So let's see. Did we just get a load of scrap? No, we got our 2 power cells. Excellent. And as always, resources are useful, so I'm not going to say no. Like, we need resources. I'm going to take them. I'm very surprised by the platinum, though. Should I have marked that? Probably. Okay, let's have a look. How did we go? We've got 269 platinum.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I think that's all the platinum we're going to get from that one. Our entire area is absolutely peppered with craters, so hopefully some of them will have something useful in them. Well, half the fires are out, and it certainly looks probably worse than it is. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Meteor storm would be dangerous. Who knew? Okay. First things first. I am going to try and repair this little airlock. Before I go down on the repairing front, before I completely forget and lose my mind again, we need some form of manufacturing. So, we have a conveyor here. It's connected to all of our systems. I don't know if we've got enough resources to, say, build a proper assembler, and we definitely don't have enough to make a proper refinery, but we might just have enough to make a basic refinery. So let's have a look. Normal refinery, no. Industrial refinery, pretty, but no. A basic refinery, it looks like the answer is yes. So we need some more motors and another computer, and we also probably want a assembler. Can we make a normal one? 160 computers, 140 steel plates. Let's go with the basic one first and see how we go here. What do we got in here? Interior plates, steel plates. Okay, let's grind it down. These storage shelves are a pretty cool idea. Got some metal grids, got some power cells in here. Oh, okay. Things are looking up. Computers is where we're short. Okay. I'm pretty sure that we can use the survival kit to make computers. But there's also a probability that we can steal the computers from other things, such as the doors and the air vents. We're going to need to steal a lot, but this area's dead, basically. We're not going to be rebuilding this airlock. It is, unfortunately, too far gone. Have we got enough? Nope, we only got 5 out of that. Anything in here? No. Access panel doesn't use any. Kitchen does, but we love the kitchen. Do we have anything in the kitchen? Ah, we got some Clang Cola. And Cosmic Coffee.
There's coffee in that nebula.
Those will become useful for a road trip, that's for sure. The control panel's got a computer in it. And this container has some computers in it. Let's go over to our production option and see what we need. So, we need iron and silicon. We do not seem to have any silicon. Okay. Do we need an event timer? Probably not. It's got 10 computers in it. The automation, there's not enough computers in there for it, and that's going to work for our airlock, so we'll leave as is. You're all interior plate. Oh, 20 computers. Whoa, we'll have to steal those. I think this is going to have to be a airlock. So let's get a vent in here. And we can probably need those sliding doors for what we're planning. This will mean the wall will have to come out a bit more. But honestly, like, after everything that's happened on here, I think that's okay. I'd rather have an airtight room for us as an option. It's not the most mission critical thing. What do we got in this? 6 computers. Yes, I will take those. Thank you very much. Any scrap we can find. I'm surprised these have survived. It's quite impressive, actually. Let's fix our initial airlock system. Strong unknown signal. Okay, that's a new one. Why is it 98 kilometers away? Oh no, I've never seen one of these before. Well, that's disappointing. Not much we can do about it though. Wow. This looks to be airtight now. Okay. How about in here? Are we airtight in here? No. Most certainly not. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We do have... Ooh! An engineer plushie and a power kit. That's pretty handy, actually. 1 computer part for you. Couple from here. Nickel, huh? Alright. I'll get behind that. That looks to me like cobalt. Oh, it's ice. Oh, is that more platinum? Wow, we're having a lot of luck with these meteor holes. Unfortunately, we are out of hydrogen now, so it is a long walk home. Oh, silicon ore. Oh, that is what we need to make some more of those computer components. Cobalt. And it must be a decent amount of it too. Oof. Okay, hello friend. You are indeed welcome to join my inventory of various goods. See, that looks like iron. It is iron. That's unexpected. Okay, this warrants returning to. Silver. Okay, that needs to be marked. Or do I just go for it? I'm just going to go for it. We're not at critical levels yet. And if we can get some silver, we can get ourselves a few more medical parts, which means we can start repairing our med kit and our med bay. Base. You can't miss it. It's on fire. Oh, there we go. That's looking pretty good. Let's go and put all of our stuff in the refinery. See what we can get back. Can we do nickel? Yes. Silver. Can't be done. Cobalt can be done. Silicone, definitely more important, can be done. But platinum, no. This stone we're going to go put into our survival kit. Let us sort out what the survival kit's going to do. So, first thing, ingots. We're going to make as much stone mess as we can. So next thing we need to do is get that silicone over to the survival kit and make those last few components we need. Something connecting these two has gone awry. That might be the air vent. Brand new conveyor junction. I know, we could probably save ourselves by not putting that in, but I'd rather make sure this is all connected up to our storage just so that we don't have to waste any time. Reinforced conveyor tube. Now you might be wondering, why am I bothering to heal up this section? And well, simply I'm going to probably use this as a workshop once I've managed to repair everything. So let's see, are we connected now? We're still not connected. Oh my god, I'm so not smart. It's because the basic refinery doesn't have a thing on the bottom, does it? No, of course it doesn't. I am smart. So smart.
I am the smart.
Now we should be able to fit all of these over. Oh yeah, they're already moving. Lovely, that's what you want to see. Let's hide everything that's empty. Okay, that is still not connected up properly. But we've got 90 computers over there. So we should finally be able to get this finished. Well, we now know that's all hooked up wrong and we will have to fix it, but let's work on getting the actual base usable first, and then we can worry about fixing it. And this is great because now we've got a basic assembler, we don't have to worry too much about that. Let's go to control panel and production, basic assembler. And to be honest, what we need is bottles. And yes, we can make them. Fireworks, interesting. Bottles, kind of a bit more important to us. So if we can get 2 oxygen, 2 hydrogen bottles, that gives us a lot of opportunities to refill and take them with us as we go out and about. The hydrogen bottles in particular is going to be more important than the oxygen. Can we put these little bottles into the hydrogen tank? I feel like they might be too big. Oh no, they're not. But you can only fit one at a time. That makes sense. I'm going to have that as auto refill. Take it out, swap it over. Lovely. I wonder where that wreck is. It doesn't look anywhere near. Oh, actually maybe it is. We might have to check those out a little later on. Probably next time though. So the last couple of things we're going to do is sort out the base. So I think it's time for another time lapse. Okay, so I'd say we've got almost everything sorted now, which is good news because, let's be honest, it's been a bit of a rough start to our journey here on Mars, but that kind of was the plan. Now I realise this episode we have been focusing a lot more on getting everything working and back to a decent state. Next episode is going to be a bit more exploratory. We've got some wrecks to check out according to our GPS system. Looks like there is something else going on up there. I don't know what the TLF-28A is, but we're going to find out sooner or later. We've rebuilt most of the base to make it at least airtight for now. It's not perfect, it's looking definitely a bit ramshackled, and there's still little bits and pieces which are deformed, but we will get past that, eventually. This area, we're going to scrap almost everything in here and make it into our refinery base. And from there, we can obviously then start the hard and difficult task of building ourselves a rocket. And by that, I do of course mean a spaceship. Its sole purpose, realistically, is to get us up to the Mars Gateway. And that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. The good news is that it looks like most of our base is back in working order. This is the airlock, and as you can see, we can come in and everything is looking pretty good. No big gusts of air going in and out. We have our locker room for the airlock, and when we go inside, still got that lovely panoramic roof view. Now, I do have concerns about how well this glass will hold up, especially considering that Mars has its wonderful lightning storms. But for now, we've just kind of rebuilt what we had. We don't have the secondary dome. There are still little bits and pieces which need to be sorted and fixed. And of course, we're going to need to find a way to make these medical components. And that is going to mean getting ourselves a better assembler and a better refinery. I also added a new cargo container in here because we have unfortunately run out of storage in the other one. Now that will make it a little bit easier for us to access stuff while we're doing work in here, and because the conveyor system is all working, it should give us the opportunity to put stuff in and out of the rover a bit easier as well. For now, we'll sit down at our table, we'll get ourselves something to eat, and prepare ourselves for the rest of the work that is coming up ahead of us, and that's going to be searching these craters for resources we can use, and then I think we're probably going to have to work on redesigning our rover, unfortunately, because as it currently is, it doesn't really work for everything getting transferred through it. So we'll have to work on that next episode. So with an airtight base, oxygen and hydrogen being generated and our power now restored, that's where we'll leave it this time around. Thank you so much for watching. This is a bit of a different style of video for me, as I recorded my voiceover live while playing and then edited the 3 hours of footage and audio down. So let me know what you think. Do I have enough memes in it? Your call. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you like space-focused gaming, I've also got some Kerbal Space Program videos on the channel you might be interested in checking out. For those returning, thanks for sticking around. Naturally, the Kerbal videos aren't going to change their format and more are in the works, but this is more a way to help diversify my content a little bit, as there are quite a few sci-fi games I'd love to make videos for, including Space Engineers. As always, next video will be out when it's ready, but if you turn notifications on, you'll get those updates when I post them. I'll be starting work on part 2 later this week, along with Career Strategy's Umbra 2 mission. For everyone that's reached this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you on the next pass.